Okay. And back to grading prestige classes. We're finally to complete Arcane, the book that kind of inspired this series on complete accident, because I just decided to grade all the prestige classes as I was lightning running through them. I did technically give all these classes grading. I did look at what they were. I'm not going to freaking stick to those anyways. So let's just go over them again. So anyways, to go over the grading system real fast, S is for stuff that really only works in the system, offers unique playstyle, or brings the playstyle up to where it feels like you're actually doing a thing well. A is kind of offers a unique experience by either adding to the core class or going off on its own tangent. B has good ideas and executes them on well enough to make the class runnable, but has a few things that don't quite work. C is fine enough and you run this class, but parts of it are subpar for no reason or does something interesting, but more narrow than you'd wish. D has a good couple of features, but is littered with worthless junk, or the class has plenty to offer, but the designer forgot that D&D is a combat-oriented game that happens to have non-combat parts, and it will make you feel useless in a combat encounter. And F is worse than literally worse than taking levels in a core class that does the same thing. Also, we have pluses by, and it's just wiggle room for feels. All right. Starting off week with Acolyte the Skin here. Alright, so for half your level of spellcasting, do you want, let's see, fire resistance, can you use poison?
Losing half your casting.
I'd say we're starting off weak here. Look at this Wear Fiend ability. Increases your natural armor's bonus by 1 and +2 bonus to dexterity. That's so what casters want here.
How many of these features can you just do as spells that you're giving up?
Oh, you literally cast poison.
Wait. This one has an oddity on it that I will point out. It doesn't have an explicit spell level requirement. It is specifically spells or spell-like abilities.
Cast level 5th in spells or spell-like abilities.
So if you are a melee of some sort that can get a spell-like ability from like race or whatever and meet that prerequisite,
you're a gnome.
Then it could.
You're literally a gnome.
Do they have a 5th level caster level? I think that's all your caster level for spell-like, because it's whatever your level is.
It depends on the race.
It depends on the thing, but
race. Gnome might. Gnome and 3/5 might actually be like capped at 1 because they fucking hate races that are not. I would say they hate races that aren't human, but it's more like humans and oversight, and all races suck.
Like if everything else is decent.
No, they're all caster level first. Of course, we can't fucking have nice things.
I tried. Okay, so if you're a monster race,
yeah, you're a monster race. You could get
and dip like 1 level into wizard or sorcerer or something, so you have a caster level or class to get that benefit. If everything else is useful, there could be an argument for it, but is everything else useful?
That's the issue. It's like +2 inherent bonus to dexterity, which is
Hold
good
on,
until
I looked
it's
over
not.
This class. This is a 10th level version of giving you the half fiend template.
I think
but without the wings.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is. Yes.
Okay, I retract my previous statement. This is garbage.
I think this is garbage. I'm just trying to figure out what level of garbage.
Like +1 AC, +2 dex, you gain dark vision.
I don't.
Once per day poison attack. You get the standard resistances you get just reading like a fiendish template.
Honestly, the only reason I don't want to give this an F is because it at least gives you the fucking spell casting as opposed to freaking Dragon Disciple, which doesn't even give you that.
That's true. I mean, D. It's a D.
It's a D. Yeah. Let's go with a D.
Perhaps a D minus, but
is it offensive enough for a minus? I don't think it's offensive enough for a minus. I think I'll just give it a flat D.
I'd say not a minus just because this exists for someone who wants their character to be a half fiend.
I would just let them have the half
already.
Yeah, I would just find a way to give them the half fiend template, which increases your character level by like 3 or 4, and not 10 levels to get not even all the features because you don't get the spell likes that they get or or the wings.
Yeah, I would just give them the template.
or as many stat bonuses that would give you. You just get the +2 dex. So it's strictly worse than just getting the template and like 7 levels of warrior as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, no, I'd say minus.
It does give you 5 spellcasting levels, but
they give you 5 spellcasting levels. There's a few other
but you're
things.
not going to go into this if you're an actual spellcaster.
Yeah, you get some things. Poison.
Well, you get a once per day poison attack, like once per day gaze, and a once per day ray.
Yeah, so there are things you don't get from the Half Fiend template as well. It's still not good, but
they're not good.
I'm also offended by the fact these are inherent bonuses, which means they don't stack with books. It doesn't matter because you're not going to be freaking reading a Dex or a Con book, probably, but it's still fucking... it's tacky.
Like I don't mind it giving you a +2 book, or like giving you a +2 inherent bonus, because you're not going to read a book for a stat unless it's a primary stat, and you have some kind of way to finagle yourself to get a +5.
Yeah, I guess.
Getting a +2 inherent bonus usually isn't going to be a waste, unless it was like I'm a fighter who's a strength-based fighter who did a class that gave me a +2 inherent bonus to strength for some reason. Because I'd still want like a +4 or +5 book depending on what my stats are.
But yeah, unless you're primary Dex, this isn't going to matter, because Con, you're never... Unless you have an ungodly amount of money to waste, or, I don't know, random loot was a fucking inherent Con book, that's not going to matter.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I'm still going with flat D, just because there's at least, at least it has the spellcasting on it.
Like, I think the saving grace is that it has 5 levels of spellcasting on it, even though you'd really only be dipping into it as like a 1-level caster.
Yep. Alright, Alienist here. This is a summoning class, but from what I remember, it basically it actively makes your summoning slightly worse. Let's see. Stacks for levels for your familiar. I believe you actually have to have a familiar. Or do you? No. Familiar is not a prerequisite. Okay, so you don't.
No, it just advances your familiar if you have familiar.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about having a familiar. These prerequisites are non-fucking existent.
Yeah, it's 5 skill ranks, a feat you'd have anyways if you're going to be doing summoning.
Yeah, and the ability to cast summoning, which is fundamentally the point of this fucking class. But yeah. Your summon monsters no longer use the celestial or fiendish templates. They just summon pseudo-natural versions of those creatures.
I don't presume you grab the template. I don't presume you grab the template for talking about this class.
Why would we need the template for talking about this class? Let's just be silly.
That applies the template and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so...
And can't summon things without the template?
Minor trinket... I remember this template well enough. It's minor trinkety resistances, and I think magic DR based on size of creature, akin to like the fiendish or celestial templates, and once per day true strike on attack as a free action. That's pretty much it. Which, granted, is kind of better than the once per day smites that the other ones have, because this attack will fucking hit.
Yes. Get eyes on the inside. They call it alien blessing, but I know what it is.
It's along the same theme.
You gain insight, which reduces your sanity. Wisdom. Get a couple of magic feats. Extra hit, just 3 extra hit points.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Not like per level or anything. Just
it's just tough. Without it's not even tough. That's the point. That's how they didn't literally even give you the toughness feat, which
nope. Just 3 whole hit points, and you get a -4 to bluff, diplomacy, and handle animal to affect non-alien shit. Your familiar becomes alien. An extra spell slot of your highest level that can be used to summon.
That's still good, at least.
That's just a free spell slot.
Yeah.
You're going to be summoning if you're doing this class. An extra 3 hit points. But your penalty to bluff, diplomacy, and handleable non-alien stuff goes to a -10. Timeless body and alien transcendent. You become an outsider. Some DR and resistances. -4 in skies checks. So it's caster plus.
It's caster plus.
It has full casting progression. It doesn't it is. I'm hesitant to say it's really a summoning class. I mean, obviously, it is a summoning class because it gives you an extra slot for summoning and changes your summons. But it doesn't really buff your summons at all.
Okay, so here's the thing. It doesn't buff your summons. It also gives you 2 meta magic feats over 10 levels. Meta magic feats. Which means that in comparison to Wizard, it's the same fucking thing for 10 levels.
So it's the same thing for 10 levels, except you gain 6 hit points, lose 2 wisdom.
You do lose 2 wisdom.
And take a -10 penalty on social stuff.
+1 insight on saving throws. And a +1 insight on saving throws.
But you can get that easily if just items. You do eventually become just a straight-up outsider, which is cute.
Yeah.
I think resistance. It's still caster plus.
I think this is a wizard one that just lives in the same space as the clerk prestige classes that are full caster. Nothing's impressive, but you are literally giving up nothing.
No, it's just a B. It doesn't.
I think it's just a B. Yeah.
You are not you're not really gaining much or penalized much for taking this class. Yeah. It gives you some flavor for your character if you want to be touched by weird outsiders or aliens or shit. But mechanically, here's a bunch of minor bonuses or pluses and minuses. But otherwise, this is almost exactly like just staying as a wizard.
Yeah. It's you get the pseudo-natural template instead of Fiendish or Celestial, so you don't have to worry about alignments for some of your summons. Which, who cares? Almost. Because you're an Arcane I think actually... Oh, that's actually a good question. It doesn't really change much of anything.
Okay, Arcane casters don't have the alignment requirements for casting.
They don't have the alignment requirements for casting, but this isn't actually this is a general caster class. It doesn't actually... It's not Arcane.
Oh, that is true. You could be a... a cleric going into this.
So yeah, cleric going into this. It's...
You wouldn't want to because you lose 2 points of wisdom.
Yeah, that's the only favorite soul.
You could do divine soul or for favorite soul. Yeah. You could do a non-cleric.
Yeah.
Non-cleric, non-druid.
Which, granted, in that respect, you're getting a -10 on your bluff and diplomacy checks because you're using charisma. But
yes. Yeah.
All right. Ardent Savant. The fuck does this class do?
Big hands. I see a big hand.
Force. Okay.
That is a big hand.
Catch these hand.
Bonus on each die.
High level prestige class because you need at least 5th level spells and 12 skill ranks. Okay, 2d6 or +2 to hit and +1 damage per die
on 4 spells.
For 4 spells. I mean, it's a 4 spell focus class.
Yeah. Grant, I think that actually catches Orb of Force effectively up to the other orbs for damage.
Yeah, because we go from D4 to D4 +1 for each level, so it would average the same as a D6 that the other ones do.
Yeah.
Unless the other one's a D8.
The other one's a D8. There was a D8. I believe Force was a D6. Let's see.
If Force... it's a D6, it still catches it up. So
yeah, it's a D6, so it would catch it up. It doesn't have a save for an extra effect, like the orbs do, but it at least
it's effective being force.
Yeah, it's effective being forced. Yeah.
So you get +1 damage on those. Also, like Magic Missile will get +1 damage per missile.
Yeah, which is
become D4 +2s.
Yeah.
You get +2 to attack rolls on things that do requirements. So if you are doing the orbs, you get +2 to hit.
Yeah.
More benefit defensive spells. If you cast one that increases your AC, you get +2. I mean, pushing shields like a +6 is nice.
Yeah, that's true. Mage armor is whatever, but pushing shield to a +6, especially
it's easy enough to get ways to get armor bonuses, like either like super light armor and putting a +5 on it, or
just braces
like
of armor. Yeah, braces of armor aren't expensive, so gain like a
they're straight armor, or they're straight enhancement bonus cost. So
yeah,
it's cheap enough to get those. If those and those go to +8 compared to mage armor's +4, but shield as a easy cast for +6 AC is nice.
Yes.
Harder to dispel. Okay, all your 4 spells get extend spell for free.
Okay. Extend spell is longer duration.
It doubles the duration.
Doubles the
but
duration.
Without any effects. No spell class increase, no casting time changes.
Yeah.
And the DC to dispel or counter your stuff is increased by 4.
Okay.
Level 4. Can prevent force damage done to herself. Subtract your class level for any damage dealt by any force effect.
So up to 5, which, okay, that's not going to matter mostly unless you're fighting, like, I don't know, a Force Dragon.
DR5 force, effectively. It's
yeah.
And it even specifically says if there's multiple attacks that do one thing, it counts as one source, so it doesn't make you immune to magic missile.
Also, at least the level 4 feature, so class level actually means something. It's not like, okay, at level 5, add class level, it's just 5. It's just fucking 5.
Yeah. Your level 5 thing is we have standard action can attempt to dispel a single force effect or effect. Succeeds, you can do a cast spell check. Immediately spells effect and deals force damage per level of the spell.
Okay,
to all creatures or objects within 10 feet.
Okay, this is really narrow, but I'm not offended because they didn't make it once per day.
No, it's just whenever you want. You can do a standard action trying to dispel force effects.
However, you're running into force effects for NPCs, I have no idea, but at least it fucking doesn't limit you on it. This is a really underwhelming capstone. It just happens to come with a +1 caster level, and it increases. Actually, yeah. When do I just stop taking this class? Is it like level 3? If I really.
I mean, you don't lose anything for taking 4 and 5 besides features you can get from other classes.
That's the issue. I'm such a high level. I'm like, when am I running into Archmage? Do I really need levels 4 and 5 in this class?
Well, so here's the thing, though, with the Dispel. There's nothing stopping you from dispelling your own force effects.
That is true. But what does that do?
So if you do something like one of the hands that lasts for a period of time, you can mess around with it all you want. Then when you want to get rid of it, you can just dispel your own hand to cause a force explosion. That there's no resource cost on the Unbind Force.
No, you just have to succeed at the check. Which is a thing because you also have Enduring, so it does. Yeah, so the check is increased by 4. It is a straight caster level check. You can absolutely do it to your own stuff. The issue being, actually. Now that I think about it, can you cast a lower caster level than normal on purpose?
Can you choose to cast a lower caster level?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I think I remember running across that.
I don't know, and if you can, it would actually work great for some of these effects. Like, if you're just going to use, like, the hand, like, an effect that doesn't care about your caster level for its effects.
Because all it does is duration anyways. Yeah.
Because all it does is duration anyways, then you could make it really easy to end on purpose to explode.
Yeah. Although it is per level of the dispelled spell, so... Or wait, no,
yeah, but based on spell level.
Yeah, it's based on spell level. Okay, never mind.
I would imagine you still need to do whatever the base level of a spell is. So if you're doing like a 5th level spell, you couldn't cast anything lower than cast level 9.
But after all, you'll blow that check out of the water, so... We're not talking a low-level class in the first place. Okay, so realistically, actually just trying to evaluate this class anyways, because I don't think this is really going to change this rating one way or the other.
You can cast a spell at a lower cast level than normal, but the cast level must be high enough for you to cast the spell in question.
Okay, so yeah.
So yes, if it doesn't have an effect that would care about caster level, you could just choose to cast it at minimum caster level to make it easier for you to self-dispel.
Right, so with that said, I think you're still stopping after probably like 3 levels anyways, because even doing that. Okay, you could do it on like a wall of force, I guess, and then make the wall of force explode later. Yeah, 5d6 force damage to things within 10. Which is cute. And you're not going to care about the caster level on wall of force, honestly. It's duration, who cares? But yeah, I'll say everything through like level 3 is reasonably decent, because force specialization is nice and trinkety. Huh.
That's an important thing about how it works. Assuming that that their dispel effect works like dispel magic, you automatically see the checks to dispel any spell you cast yourself.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't even fucking matter. I believe it's standard action, dispel 60 feet.
Like, it doesn't say it's dispel magic, but it is a dispel effect.
Okay, so it doesn't say it's dispel magic, but all of the rules for dispelling spells is entirely within dispel magic.
Magic, yeah. So the same thing applies, that you automatically get a check to dispel your own spells. So you could, just anytime you want, explode your own force spells as a means of attack. Like, either when the duration's getting low, you decide, like, oh, I just need to do, a handful of force damage in a small area.
There's a question of, okay, 1, you lose a caster level, 2, is there enough force spells to actually support this playstyle? Probably.
All the hand spells.
Yeah, there's all the hand spells. I go with a distinct maybe, but
knowing that I can guarantee explode my spells does boost this up in my mind, because that's a cute effect. Like, I'd spend time trying to find the best way to abuse that.
I'm not sure if this would be good. It would definitely be fun, and I think that's almost good enough just to give it a decent rating. So I'm going for probably a B+ on this, actually.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Like, something doesn't have to be good if it is fun.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we gave, I think, like an A+ to Master of the Unseen Hand. That's not necessarily good. It is definitely fun.
It's fun. It entirely doesn't get caster level, but it does fun stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so now probably opposite of the fun spectrum here. The Blood Mages! Okay, so there's 2 levels of caster loss here. Well, they are later.
I do like that you brought in the page that has the sample, just so you can have the exit.
Yes. It also it had the rest of the text for Bloodwalk, technically.
Okay.
But I was also going, it's also there because of the exit. Also, this fucking Iconics costume.
That's my Yellow Jacket cape. Butt cape.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is butt cape, because he's wearing a vest. This is just around his ass.
Yeah, do you not have a butt cape? I'm sorry, your ass is not grand enough for a cape. Okay, if I remember correctly, this class isn't good. It just has a funny ability that, unfortunately, it's only usable like once per day. So who cares?
Yeah, that's Bloodwalk, which is a funny ability. It is also usable once per day. You either use it as conventional travel or unconventional attack spell.
Yeah.
Let's see. Beyond that, they can get caster level by taking some damage. They ignore a certain amount of damage for keeping concentration. These stack with each other, so they can get they get the DC for free, basically.
They auto stable.
They auto stable.
They can scroll on their flesh. Is that what that one was?
Yeah, they can scroll their own flesh. Death knell once per day. Brew potion using alternate medium of
using medium of blood, but you still have to pay at all costs. So
Okay, they're brewing potion in themselves. They have to break themselves in order to fucking...
You throw a potion yourself, and but it's an alternate way to make potions, but you still have to pay all the costs, so...
Which is generally not worth it, yeah. Homunculus... yeah, you get a companion. It's neat, but whatever. Blood-seeking spell... Inflict a wound on yourself. Free action deals 3 damage. What was the bonus here? You deal an extra d6 damage to each target for taking 3 yourself. Then Thicker Than Water, the ability that just fucking offends me.
Well, you do an extra d6 of damage to things that have blood.
The things that have blood.
Because constructs, elementals, oozes, plants, undead, and anything without blood is unaffected.
Yeah, Thicker Than Water. 7th level and higher, a Blood Mage's vital fluids are partially under his control. When Blood Magus is injured, his blood withdraws from the wound, avoiding some damage that he would otherwise take. The ability gives the DR1 bludgeoning. It's DR fucking 1 bludgeoning. Give me my time back for reading this. Did we need the fucking fluff for this?
Hey, are you complaining about the great 7th class level ability of DR1 bludgeoning?
I'd be less offended if it was like 3. This is the... Okay. Do I even want to remember I have DR1 bludgeoning? Do I really want to put that on me? I'm adding this to my character sheet, and I have to remember this applies to things. When I get hit for damage. What the fuck is the point of this? This ability is causing more literal damage to myself than I'm preventing on my character.
Okay, the best thing this entire class gets is the level 9 plus 2 con.
Yeah, accurate. And it loses like 2 caster levels.
It sure does.
There's enough stuff that I don't think it's a strict F. Just barely.
No, it's definitely D territory, though.
Yeah. And I'm giving this a minus for so many fucking reasons.
Fair enough.
Make sure... Okay, yes. Effigy Master! You can make effigies. And just effigies.
Sure can.
Alright.
You can make cheese.
So, first level, you give up a level of spellcasting. So you have to have Craft Wonders item as well. So you can craft effigies, which you could also craft Construct. Just to make that clear, you can just take Craft Construct if you want to craft effigies.
You do also add your level to your class or caster level, determine the maximum number of hit dice of FG. Great.
You know how else you can do that? Alright, yeah, in class level 2, your caster level. Okay, so there's at least something there. So you do have a higher level than usual.
You do have a higher level than usual for it. You can give your effigies a +2 competence bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves. But it does increase the cost.
There's a cost increase on XP at least.
Yeah, it's just 100x gold per hit dice, so it's ultimately a fixed cost that's not going to be too huge.
No.
And Supernatural Bond Train Effigy. Sentence condition and scry on it once per day. FG gains a +1 morale bonus on saving throws and cast level checks within 5 feet of you.
Okay, so is this class worth a loss of 1 caster level?
No.
And... No. 1 caster level and the bonus feat that could give you Craft Construct. I think this is just a strict F, because it's just not enough on this next drop to justify a more restricted version of a feat you have just fucking taken anyways and not lost a caster level.
Yeah, because you don't even, like, if it just gave you Craft Construct, it could do a worse version of Craft Construct, but does increase your level for the ability of specifically effigies and nothing else.
Yeah.
And then the other bonuses it gets are Who Cares and Who Cares. And
Yes.
you lose a spellcasting level.
Also, if I'm going to be crafting constructs, they're not going to be effigies, they're going to be fucking golems.
They're going to be golems.
Yeah.
Correct.
Effigies are a nice bonus I might do for flavor. If we're waiving XP costs or something, I don't know. I'm fucking making this character, or I don't know. The rest of the party has died like 4 times. I need burn experience to get down to their level or something. But yeah, golems are going to be my fucking go-to anyways.
Yeah.
Alright. Elemental Savant. I will note, I had to actually go back to the book and take pictures for this one. Because, I didn't initially put this in. I think we went over it, I'm not positive, but this wasn't actually in the slides. Let's see. Feat, energy substitution, cast 3 spells that have one of the following energies, must have peaceful contact with an outsider, has an elemental subtype.
Lose 2 spell levels, but what do you gain for it? Pick an element type associated with that.
Yeah, it's specialized in element type.
You gain resistance to that element type, eventually immunity. You get the elemental sleep resistance. When you cast the spells the same element type, you get a +2. You get a +2 bonus to overcome spell resistance, which goes to +4. It does stack with spell penetration, greater spell penetration, which is nice.
Yeah. It should be noted.
Onward.
Yeah. All energy spells are... They get energy substitution for free on all energy spells, basically.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
They get forced energy substitution.
Yeah, they get forced
They don't
energy
have an option
substitution.
not
They don't
to.
have an option. That's the negative on that.
That's definitely a negative if you run into something that's resistant or immune to your element. Unless they get penetration at some point in here.
Considering the energy penetration was spell penetration.
Well, that's spell resistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually +2 spell pen. Which does stack against spells or spell penetration and greater spell penetration. So you have a decent chance of punching through spell resistance. If you take the spell pen feats as well. You'll be seeing like a +8. Manipulate energy of your chosen type. DC increases by 2. Stacks with spell focuses.
Okay.
You gain dark vision. You get immunity paralysis and poison. You get more elemental immunities. I assume you become an outsider at level 10.
No, you become an elemental.
Oh, you become an elemental. Yeah.
Outright become an elemental. Does look like, yeah, you get all the elemental immunities, which is fucking nearly everything except disease.
Yep, that disease fire. That uncleansing flame.
That's why I've been lighting myself on fire to gain immunity to fire.
Oh, that's cute. If your elemental form has a elemental attack form, the DC is 20 plus con.
I mean, elemental type appropriate to yours. Okay.
Yeah, basically every type that isn't Earth, because Earth doesn't get one, but the other 3 do.
Okay. That is neat.
Skin undergoes a change. Look like thing. You get +2 circumstance bonus on charisma skill checks and abilities dealing with thing of your element type. And you do specifically still retain a soul, so you can be revived.
Okay, that's a neat list.
I like the abilities it gives you if you want to do an element focused character. The biggest downside is the forced.
That is the biggest downside. I will give them credit as far as just adding it isn't really adding a template to it, but at least for transforming you into something, elemental is a pretty strong option.
Yeah, elemental is a strong option. Like a handful of the class levels in this one are effectively giving you the stuff you'd get eventually anyways for being that type of elemental. But the other things it does give you does make your concept work better, like +4 spell pen and +2 DCs for your element is nice. And the only thing I wish it did was let you choose whether or not you want to energy substitute. Because otherwise you're going to run into like, I'm on fire elemental. Oh, I'm fighting things that are like a red dragon. Well, I'm not doing fucking anything anymore damage wise. And if you're doing this, you clearly want to be a blaster caster.
You clearly want to be a blaster caster. There are blaster options that are not elemental, and it won't affect those at least.
No, you do not switch to
But,
like
yeah,
unreserved disintegrates or stuff like that. But like
Yeah.
your goal, if you're doing this one, is I want to throw fireballs and
Yeah.
cones of fire now, or I want to be ice, or I want to be earth or acid based, or I want to be whatever based.
Yeah.
At
least for cold and fire, there are the sandstorm and frostburn meta magics.
That is true.
Rods, so there are those.
Yeah, you definitely want to pick those up. There you don't have those options for electric or acid if you do earth or wind focus, but those are also electric has a huge immunity issue with if you ever fight demons.
Yeah, because demons are immune to electricity. Nothing is
not a lot of stuff is immune to acid. So it's like if you're taking from a wanting to be effective against most things standpoint, acid might be your best bet.
Yeah, although I think water is kind of one of the weakest elementals from what I remember, because I think you have like negatives to attack anything that isn't in water.
Yeah, but acid's not water. Acid should be earth.
Acid would be earth.
Water would be cold.
Oh, that's right. Oh, okay, never mind. Earth is fucking solid. Yeah.
Earth is in fact fucking solid.
Yeah, Earth has Earth Glide. If you're done with this combat, you are the fuck this shit I'm out character. Because it's like I'm just gonna walk like 20 feet into that wall. Good fucking luck.
Fucking peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, if the earth underneath you is not solid, please contact the law offices of Earth and Sullivan.
It's like, sure, being fire or air would get you a fly speed, but sometimes you just don't want to be attacked at all.
Yeah.
You may have been sold bad Earth.
Well, I leave it. You guys have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so, B?
Yeah, B.
I think, yeah.
I think there's enough that it gives you to
compensate for
be
the
able
loss of
to
levels.
compensate for the loss of levels and the forced energy substitution.
Yeah.
And if you're doing like fire and cold, which are the ones that are running the most issues, you do have some alternatives trying to get around it with sandstorm and frostburn books.
Yeah. It has to be built with some care, but it's solid enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Enlightened Fist.
What's a monk prestige class?
Okay. From what I remember, except at first and 6th level, you gain spellcasting, unarmed attacks are empowered with key. Unarmed attacks are magic for yeah, who cares? Okay, so monk abilities, class level to determine AC, unarmed damage, unarmed speed, number of daily attempts with Stunning Fist. That one's the most important.
Not as monk levels if you don't have monk levels.
Yeah.
But you don't get the wisdom DC.
Granted, you also have to qualify for Stunning Fist without having monk levels. Notable in this book, there is the hybrid feat, I believe, which lets you add int to AC instead of wisdom for monk, because it makes this prestige class a little bit better. Or I could be misremembering.
Spend a Stunning Fist to gain 1 round of D6 fire or electricity damage on unarmed strikes. At 6th level, you also get burst.
Oh, at 6th level,
It becomes burst as well. The fist of energy thing. Arcane Fist, Arcane Fist is key. Spend a Stunning Fist attempt or Stunning Fist to
cast and deliver a touch spell.
Cast and deliver a touch spell as part of a full attack, unarmed full attack.
Yeah, which means if any of those attacks hit, you would deliver the touch spell.
You deliver a touch spell. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, you have a medium attack bonus. Your flurry of blows does not continue scaling when you get into this class, but that's fine.
5th level can sacrifice prepared spell slots to. You're not going to. Holy shit! But
number of hit points equal to the spell's level.
Why? You're not going to.
Sacrifice is 5th level.
Literally the worst. healing to spell level ratio in the entire fucking game.
I'm pretty sure I can find a better feat that does that.
7th level casting a spell that produces a ray effect as a touch spell instead. You can deliver touch attack or normal attack. Can be held charged as usual. Can combine it with your Arcane Fist to do rays as part of the full attack. So it gives you more options for the Arcane Fist.
Yeah.
Throw a touch attack. And then you get spell resistance. You get Diamond Soul, standard monk ability at level 10 or level 9. No reason to actually go to level 10 in this class.
Not really. I mean, you're looking for, I think, Hold Ray, and that's about it. Like, Diamond Soul's neat, but it's only the monk levels.
But it's only the monk levels in this class, so you're not really going to... So it's bad.
Yeah, it will drop off past that. Yeah, I think
you go to level 7?
Yeah, you go to level...
Still eats 2 cast levels, unfortunately.
Or you go to level 5 and only eats... Well, you're going to eat 1 regardless for taking Monk.
But you kind of want 7 for the Hold Ray to give you more options with the touch stuff. And you don't get the burst effect on the using Elemental Fist until 6.
Yeah.
Or Fist of Energy. It's just 6 is another dead spell level, which sucks.
It does, but on the bright side, it is telling you the playstyle it actually wants, and it is a neat playing style it has there. Kinda.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue is this class is going to be mad as hell.
I am trying to... It might have been incomplete. It's probably incomplete adventure now that I think about it. Because that's where we want to put feats that are really vital to a class. You might be able to cut out Wisdom, or at least... Where in this book are feats? There, in this book are feats. Okay, Aesthetic Mage. Okay, that's what it was. This is for basically Sorcerer one specifically. If you have levels in Sorcerer, among other things this does, if you have levels in Sorcerer and Monk, those levels stack for purposes of determining your AC bonus. If you would normally be allowed to add your Wisdom bonus to AC, you instead add your Charisma bonus to AC. So that will let you actually use Charisma.
If you did this as a Sorcerer for the caster part of it, then you could, rather than using Wisdom for the monk stuff, you could use Charisma, so you're double stacking on Charisma.
Yeah.
You still need decent physical stats, because you're theoretically actually be punching things.
Yeah, that is kind of baked into it.
But then you can also stack these with the alternate Sorcerer class features. You can do the Battle Sorcerer to get a medium attack bonus on that.
Yeah, so you'll actually have a decent attack bonus anyways. So
you can give up like some spells, like I think it's like a spell of your highest level and some like a spell slot at each level to get like a better hit die, medium attack bonus. You can make this work with specifically taking an Aesthetic Mage to get Charisma instead of Wisdom for the monk stuff, and the fact that you can make kind of a Battle Sorcerer, which would work a lot better with this than a standard like Wizard Sorcerer, because you do need to actually be able to hit with attacks. and you are eating a couple base attack bonus hits because you're going into like 3 medium base attack bonus classes at that point.
Okay, there's also a neat extra feature on the Aesthetic Mage. Swift action, sacrifice a spell, add its level to your attack and damage rolls for a round.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's actually cute.
Yeah.
That's better than sacrifice a spell, heal spell level.
Sacrifice a 5th level spell to heal 5 damage.
Holy shit.
Did you guys forget some text here?
I could see you actually doing a build of this with knowing that we can swap stat with Sorcerer and the fact that there are the 2 like Battle Sorcerer focused alternates. Then you could push this towards something that would actually work kind of as a melee caster monk hybrid.
Yeah, there's definitely a build here. It's not the most powerful thing, but it's actually it's a fun alternate play style. So there's that to it at least. B plus.
Yeah, it's either a 3/7 class realistically. 3 to get Arcane Fist, you get Thing, or 7 if you want your Ray. But I could see like Ray has the extra cost of losing another spell level to get to it, but you do get the burst effect on the fist of energy.
Yeah,
but even just doing a 3-level dip to get the punching touches is nice. There's play there.
Yeah, possibly taking that 4th level. Strangely enough. Just for
it's a BAB increase.
Yeah, it's a BAB increase as well as a reflex and will save increase.
Like there would be a point when you're doing the character where you have to really be looking at whether or not taking the 4th level in this one for the BAB and technically the reflex and will saves is better than taking another level in another class. Like I guess it would depend on what level your campaign's going to and what each one ends up being.
And what else you might be doing for prestige class if you are.
Yeah, because again, if you're doing this, you are doing 3 different medium attack bonus classes.
Yeah.
So you are eating some.
You're going to eat some loss
BAB,
of.
You're going to eat some BAB penalties. So trying to
Yeah.
get that BAB back when you do want to actively be punching things, is important. Like knowing that the aesthetic mage also gets the whole spend a spell level to get just flat attack and damage equal to spell level is nice for making up that difference.
Yeah.
And fits flavorfully with this concept anyway. So
yeah,
B+.
Yeah,
an odd monk prestige class that isn't complete trash.
It helps that you're adding caster to it, basically.
Yeah.
All right, Fate Spinner. Okay,
so what do you got on the first 4 levels? Then do you care about the 5th?
No. The 5th level is neat as hell, except for the fact they limit it to your hit dice or less. Because Seal Fate
that's just a flat plus or minus 10.
Yeah. It doesn't work if they have more hit dice than you.
But it doesn't work on most monsters. Like it could work on some humanoid type stuff, but even then, oftentimes, like a humanoid enemy's gonna have more hit dice for you anyways for a big important target.
Yeah.
So it's basically not usable against bosses.
Against bosses, you still have the plus 10. So there is
that is true. You always give yourself a plus 10 saving throw. Or when your allies a plus 10. Like you always use a plus 10, but that is the only one that loses a spell or casting level. So
yeah. Beyond that, let's see.
You get another point of spin. I can spend some or all of your spin to boost the DC of a spell.
Yeah, you would get another spin for that 5th level as well. Yeah, because you have 5 spin.
Yeah, you get spin per level. You get it back whenever you regain spells. So you can increase DC by the amount of your spin. And you're all.
So class level a day, basically.
2nd level, you do immediate action to force another creature, friend or foe, to roll a save. Or a roll. Any roll.
Must abide by it. Okay, yeah.
Level 3. Can use your spin to increase skill check attack roll saving throw that you attempt on a point for point basis. Becomes the same reservoir as your DC increasing. Once per day. First time you have to make a check to become stable, you automatically succeed. So whatever.
Who cares? But
once per day, reroll any one die that you just made. Okay, so it's a handful of rerolls and
it's
minor bonuses.
Yeah, it's 4 rerolls and some effectively heightened spell for free because it's adding DC. It's the same thing. Also, the cost to get in this class is, 10 ranks of Knowledge Arcana, which you'll have anyways, 5 ranks of Profession Gambler, and you have to be able to cast 4th level Arcane spells and
1 divination spell
of at least 1st level or higher. Like See Invisibility, which you'll fucking have.
A divination spell that is not a cantrip. Yeah. So it's easy as hell to get in. Like the biggest cost for this one is Profession Gambler. Honestly.
Yeah, you're spending 5 points on Profession Gambler. Who the fuck cares?
But yeah, you lose nothing for going 4 rank or 4 levels in this. So
Okay, for a wizard, I will say you're trading out 4/5 of a meta magic feat. This is easily fucking worth it.
You're trading up 4/5 for meta level feat for a reroll for you, a reroll of literally any die for anyone once per day.
You could stop at the reroll for you. Even trying to find a feat that's a reroll for you is hard.
Yeah.
This is usually a feat chain to get something resembling a decent reroll for yourself.
And it's not a a specific type of roll. It is just you can reroll one roll you made, and also you can reroll one roll any other thing made.
Yeah.
And then here's some also I guess if you really want to get a spell off, just add 40 to your DC once per day.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could split that up, but why would you? Because since you have an Adept when you're doing it, not after the fact, you can just throw it all in one thing and try and make sure it goes through.
Also, this actually gets flavor across. I actually do like how this class functions. So,
and if you did want to eat the one spell level loss to get a flat +10 on a saving throw,
it's not the worst
once per day for anyone within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
For any of your allies, and if you do happen to run across something where you can just give a -10 to penalty, if it's not a boss, it ends a fight. So,
yes, it absolutely does, because it's like, hey, you just failed that.
Because good luck dealing with a save or suck spell that you have a -10 on it.
Yeah. Remember, this is Cruiser. Okay, it is decided beforehand. It does have the advantage also, but it doesn't waste it if they happen to be immune. Yeah, I think I'm just going with A on this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try that.
Yeah.
No complaints.
It was fated.
I'm still offended by this class. Now I remember what it did.
Behold, the Geometer. I mean, it gets full caster progression. It can't really be an F.
You say that.
Yeah. Can't it? Can't it?
Remember, it has to actually, if it is strictly worse than taking 5 levels in Wizard. Because this does have to be a Wizard.
Yes, we have to prepare and cast arcane spells.
You do have to prepare and cast arcane spells. Scribe Scroll is a free feat at level 1, so that doesn't count. You do have to have Decipher Script 9, which is a Disable Device 4. There is actual some cost in these skills. It's not big, but there's some.
So you get Glyph of Warding for free.
Yay. When was the last time you cast Glyph of Warding? Which was the last time you remember Glyph of Warding existed?
There are actually a lot of builds that
I know,
based around specifically do stupid things with Glyph of Warding. Glyph of Warding focused builds of forcing Glyph of Warding triggers is actually a very real thing.
Okay, I have to agree. We can't give it an F based on the criteria for F.
Well, it depends. Is this
the only thing you are giving up for 5 levels instead of Wizard is a bonus feat.
Yeah.
Yes, but this has to actually be better than that bonus feat.
Let's see. So you do spell glyphs. Which basically do free silent spell. But at the cost of money.
Yeah, that's the thing. This will cost you money every time you do it.
I mean, at a certain point, that matters nothing, though. So you'd have a couple spell glyphs for the specific things you want to cast silently, and then otherwise you don't worry about it.
Yeah. Or you just have a fucking meta manager on him. Which
spellbook nonsense
also cost you money. Yeah, spellbook nonsense. That's literally just flavor on this, really. It's harder for other people to decipher your book. Who cares? That's both a positive and a negative.
You get rogue-esque trap finding. Harsh.
You're getting up to D minus.
Greater Glyph of Warding for free. You do also get increased caster level for your spell glyph stuff, which again is just money. And you can attempt to get past sigils. Okay, so does it do much? No, I don't think it's F though. It doesn't negatively impact your character.
It doesn't negatively impact your character. You're probably right, but fuck, I would still rather have a fucking meta magic feat than all the features of this class. That is. I think that's more on personal preference, but
that definitely falls under more personal preference. I could see people that might pick this class.
You get 2 free spells. Okay, realistically, you get 2 free spells. You could
the things you're going to care about are the fact you get Glyph of Warding and Greater Glyph of Warding for free.
Yeah.
But you don't lose anything besides effectively a meta magic feat.
Yeah. And specifically only one.
Yeah, you lose 1 meta magic feat. Technically, you lose you could do another prestige class, but if we have to judge everything else by you lose, you could do another prestige class.
That
a lot of things drop in value.
Yes, they do.
Because we've already determined A and S class prestige classes. Now everything must be balanced against them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which just throws the entire thing off.
It's also not really offering you a unique playstyle of any fucking sort. It's
not particularly. It's a D, but it's not an F.
Yeah.
It doesn't negatively impact your character, but it doesn't do anything special.
I'm still looking at side-eye. This one's just out and out offends me.
Fair enough, but it's not F-worthy.
Yeah.
If it didn't give you full casting progression.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I get full casting progression.
So you were losing something?
Time on it. Yeah. All right. This has happened. This is a melee, or this is a
this is a melee. It has a BAB requirement. It's a martial class.
Yeah. Let's see. Combat casting, which is not a terrible feat, anyways, if you're doing a martial caster. Arcane 1. This class costs money. I'm just.
That's right, because you growing.
Yeah, this is one of the ones where you can skip to level 10 to figure out what it's doing.
You check things like Star Metal Vigor because that has 6 level ranks to it.
Yeah.
Or Rigor 1, Rigor 2, Rigor 6, Rigor 4, Rigor 6. I believe are strength bonuses, but also dex penalties and natural armor increases.
You get
plus 6 strength, minus 3 dex, plus 6 natural armor. Over the course of 10 levels.
You get a slam.
And those are typeless stat increases. You get a slam. Bonuses to saving throws against poison, sleep, paralysis, stunning, disease, death effects, and necromancy, which I assume become immune to at a certain point.
Absolutely, because
typically go.
Huh?
Because that's how these typically go.
Yes,
you become a construct.
Yeah, you become a construct. You absolutely become immune to that stuff. And a lot of other things, because you become a fucking construct.
Is that why he's green?
Yes, he's turning into Star Metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
You get DR10 Adamantine, which is actually nice.
Yeah, it's a legitimately decent DR.
Because a lot of things aren't running around with adamantine weapons. This isn't Pathfinder. We're just having a certain bonus gets you that. You get fortification, obviously, because you're going to become a construct.
Even Pathfinder's a +5 bonus for.
It is to get past adamantine.
And monsters are not running around with +5 weapons.
No. That's purely a fighting like a humanoid villain issue.
Yeah.
You do lose your con because you go to construct eventually, but you do get +20 hit points as common.
Yeah, which is
immune to all the elemental stuff. You no longer heal on your own. You can't be healed by healing spells, but you can then be repaired.
Basically, you have your own line of spells to heal you.
Yeah.
You're immune to a bunch of fucking shit because you're a construct.
Yeah, you got the construct immunities, which also like every fortitude save, unless it specifically works on harmless, or specifically works on objects. But you do die at 0 now because
and you've lost you've almost certainly lost a chunk of hit points.
Well, yeah, you lose your con scores.
Yeah, plus 20 is
you lose any con bonus you have effectively. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at level 20 hit points is a plus 1 con.
Yeah.
So you're definitely losing durability as part of this.
And I don't know magic items that add hit points, unfortunately.
No.
But yeah, this is medium attack bonus, incredibly fucking defensive.
Medium attack bonus, very defensive with the free natural armor, the DR10 that basically nothing's really going to ignore.
Yeah.
You're going to lose hit points. You're going to be in more danger to non-attack based damage. Like somebody isn't just throwing a straight up attack at you. Like Spellcaster is going to be weaker too. Because you're just losing hit points if you take the Blastcaster.
Yeah.
You're going to get immunity to a bunch of save or suck effects. which is nice.
And increasingly more fortification, but realistically you can also just get that on your armor for all it matters.
I think the big thing is going to be the DR10. The flat stat increases, the 6 natural armor, which realistically is 6 natural armor, but it's realistically only either 4 or 5 AC, depending what your dex stat is, because you're losing dex as well.
Yeah.
But 6 strength. So if you're just going to be a guy with like a great sword slamming into people,
yeah. The slime is nice.
It's
that's
probably
just an extra
fine.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get like plus 6 strength out of it. That is just straight strength increases, and then you also get the free natural attack.
Yeah, which, well, most of the time translate to when you full round, you get to throw an extra attack.
The real complication for this one is like, what are you just dipping like a single level into like wizard to be able to take this?
I think so, probably. Yeah, I mean there are plenty of low level wizard and sorcerer spells that benefit a martial, anyways. At this point, I'd have to do a bit of digging, but there was stuff they had.
Yeah,
I kept running things as like, oh, this would be great on martial, but happens to be on the wizard sorcerer list.
It's like there's definitely better combo type spells on like the cleric list. So if this was just any spellcaster, not Arcane spellcaster,
yeah,
doing like a 1 level dip and do cleric to be able to get into it, and then grab like divine favor, that kind of stuff would be cute. But it does specifically have to be an Arcane spellcasting class.
Does it? Yeah. I probably venture that this is. Is this? This would work with Warlock. Yeah, this would work with Warlock. I don't know why you'd want to, but you would work with Warlock.
Yeah, that's a Warlock's damage scaling is entirely level based. So
yeah. You
do need to
like
stay in Warlock for it to do anything.
Well, you don't have to stay in Warlock, but you have to have. It's so pluses to Arcane would scale basically practically fucking everything up with the class, including your Arcane or your
yeah, but you only need like 6 Warlock equivalent, and this wants to fight in melee.
Yeah,
like it doesn't need the Warlock Eldritch Blast off; it just wants to fight already.
Yeah.
Like you're realistically doing something like fighter wizard Greenstar Adept, something like that.
Yeah. And you'll definitely be effective enough because of the combination of spellcasting and being at least okay with martial stuff. And
yeah, then you could end up dipping into something like spell sword for the remainder couple levels.
Yeah.
Which would still give you some martial stuff, give you a couple more spellcasting levels, and if you did want to wear armor, start getting around some of the armor penalties.
Yeah.
Because you're probably going to be wearing armor, you're a melee combatant.
Yeah. You have to get AC from somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking like C.
C is probably fine.
Yeah. Nothing particularly special here, but not bad. Initiate of the Sevenfold Veil. Okay, so
it does have full casting progression.
Full casting progression is 7 levels, because of course it is. Alright, so Greater spell focus, abjuration, spell focus, abjuration, skill focus, spellcraft. There's a bit of a feat tax on this. It will cast 5 abjuration spells. It's not anything. At least 2 of 4.
Just take 5 abjuration spells.
Yeah, you're 9th level before you're doing this anyways.
Yeah, because that's 12 rank requirements.
Yeah.
Spell feats that you take anyways if you're going to be doing this. Spell focus, spellcraft's kind of whatever, but you'd be taking spell focus, greater spell focus, abjuration if you're doing abjuration focus anyways. So,
okay.
Rewards, choose one veil you know. Last thing in the description. Personal is a sphere around you. Area is otherwise an area 15 feet diameter.
And a wall is a wall. 10 feet long and 5 feet high per class level.
Okay. I assume all these veils are literally the effects of the given
yes.
Thing. So the red one is 20 fire damage. The orange one is 40 acid damage. The yellow one is 80 electric damage. The green one is save or die.
Yeah. Cecil save is con damage. It's a poison effect.
Yep. Will save or insanity.
There is more on these. Red blocks all non-magical range weapons and missiles. Orange halts magical range attacks. Yeah. Yellow prevents gases or clouds. Green stops breath weapons. Blue blocks all divinations and mind-affecting spells and abilities.
Indigo blocks spells in general.
Yeah.
Spells and spell likes. Violet destroys all objects and effects that cross it.
Yeah, it disintegrates.
And then has the send to random plane effect.
Yeah. No, it's a very solid defensive ability, which, you know, the abjuration class makes sense.
Adds class level to DC 2 dispel. Bonus on cast level checks to counter or dispel divinations.
Abjurations.
Or abjurations.
Yeah.
You can do warding as an immediate action in response to a thing.
Yes, which is basically immediate action. Okay, that just didn't fucking do anything.
Yeah, immediate action. Oh, you fired a ray at me? That's great.
Not even just that. Depending on where the party is, a dome or a wall may well just say "fuck you." As a matter of fact, a wall will outright say "fuck you" for a good portion of it because it's just they don't have line of effect anymore to anyone. Double. That's right. Level 6, you actually pick 2 when you put up a ward.
Yeah, and level 7 is once per day. You designate one creature. Turns all their magical effects against them.
Yeah. Functions like target magic. Spell, except that also does all the veil stuff.
And each effect that gets negated does a veil.
Yeah, in progressive order. You basically go progressively through the rainbow first Max spray.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just fine.
Yeah,
it's all good effects. The ability to do it reactively is silly. Yeah, considering they all have effectively a negate thing attached to them, and you lose no spellcasting progression. So yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
No complaints there.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm like, yeah, no, this is immediate.
It's level 7, so it's perfectly set up to be, you can go into it at level 9.
Yeah.
So you could do 9 through 15 and then still have 5 levels for Archmage.
Well, it'll be 10 through 16, technically.
Or, that's true. You lose 1 level of Archmage. But all the Archmage abilities are choose things, so losing 1 level on it's not the worst.
Yeah, exactly. It's 1 less Archmage effect, basically.
Yep.
You lose the worst Archmage effect. Who cares?
Basically, you lose the worst Archmage effect for another use of your Veils and the effect to fuck that guy in particular if he has magic effects up.
Oh.
A Mage of the Arcane Order. Stay a while and listen.
And I prefer not to, thanks.
Hey, old man.
Okay, so this one.
Roger Cube. It has the feat tax of cooperative spell.
Yeah, that is a feat tax, I will give you that. It has the benefit of pulling any fucking spell in the game out of your ass.
This is access to the spell pool.
Yeah, this has access to the spell pool. Yeah, you have full casting progression, you have access to the spell pool. Paying the debt is fucking trivial because it's just cast spells back into it and you have days to do this.
Yeah.
That
also costs you a staggering 30 gold a month.
Yes. Oh. Also gives you 2 free metamagic feats. It's fucking... Okay, the capstone is a non-feature.
Yeah, the bonus is a +2 confidence bonus on Christmas save against people of the Mage of the Arcane Order. Realistically, the big things you're looking for are like level 7 to get level 3 spell pool.
Yeah, it's realistically worth going to 9 because it's an meta magic feat.
That is true. It's free meta magic. Like even on the chart, it's free meta magic feat.
Yeah, you get 2 of them. It's you get 1 at 2 and you get 1 at 9. It's fucking...
Yeah, and it's like not like you're losing things. Like get a bonus language, you get a couple free spells. But yeah, the big thing is the fact that you get spell pool at level 7. You get the 3rd level of it, which is basically you can just cast spells up to 9th level from the spell pool, and your cost is eventually you have to cast spells back into it.
Whichever spells are not picky.
Yeah, it is just like, hey, if you cast a 5th level spell, you need to do like 5 level spells back in the spell pool, please.
Yeah. Which can be like a 3rd level and a 2nd level spell for all it matters.
You have class level number of days to pay your debt.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you do have to pay your debt before you can pull another spell from the spell pool, but it does allow you to basically have a pull at literally any spell out of your ass at any time trigger that you just have to throw spells back into at some point to pay for.
Yeah.
Actually, no, you have longer than that. You have number of spells per day whose total levels are less than half your caster level. So you can do numerous low level spells or like a single big high level spell.
Yeah.
And then just have to pay your debt. Which, oh no, we did our big fighting yesterday. I'm not doing any fighting today. I burn a couple like 1st and 2nd level spells in the spell pool to pay my debt and move on.
It's even super than that because you can do this at any time during the day. So once you sit down right before doing a long rest, if you have it.
Spells I have left.
Yeah, right before. Okay, I'm about to get my spells back. Burn anything I've left over to return my spells, then prepare, then get my new spells back for the day.
Yep.
Yeah, no, this class is pretty much a solid A. Just
yeah.
Yeah,
the Swiss Army knife of pull literally any spell out of your ass is understandably strong.
Understandably strong, and at the cost of
nothing. Literally nothing.
Cooperative spell. You have to take cooperative spell.
Oh, that's true. You have to take 1 bad spell, but they'll give you 2 free meta magics for it.
Yeah.
And a 30 gold a month dues.
And 750 up front.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Whatever
the
will I
time
do?
you're getting into the spell, that is chump change.
Yeah. Master Transmogrifist. No.
Didn't see what you put, but I'm assuming not great.
Well, it loses 4 casting levels.
I put a plus on it. Regardless of what letter we're getting, it's getting a plus.
Why is it getting a plus?
Okay, so this one's actually built around the polymorph spells specifically. So it kind of lives in a weirdly the same land as Master of the Unseen Hand. It's getting a plus because I believe you actually choose specific forms, so it teaches good transmogrification etiquette. that was the thing I actually liked about this class.
You do choose 3 favored shapes.
Yes. Hint, choose 3 favored shapes.
And every odd-numbered level, you choose another favorite shape.
Yes.
And every level beyond first, you can swap out a favorite shape.
Yeah.
I mean, it is still 7 favorite shapes. Swapping them out as you level.
Oh, you get plenty of them, and you can swap them out and everything. It's just more encouraging people to actually fucking do their goddamn homework in advance, so we're not wasting time at the table because you're changing into something.
I mean, a DM can do that to their druid.
Well, no, see, the problem is that when you get level 10, you don't throw this out the window by having infinite variety as an option.
Yeah, I know.
Where you instead then choose one of your form's natural armor bonuses, a second form's movement, one of the second form's natural attack bonuses, a special attack, a special quality, and replace one of the ability scores with the second form.
Yeah.
It's great until 10, when you then have the option of combining 2 of any of your 4, and then have to play the fucking game again.
Yeah, but by this point, I at least hope you know your forms enough to be able to do this.
You've seen the people we play with.
I know, but at least I can have some fucking...
Oh, now I feel bad.
Outside of that, this actually hits the flavor of what the fuck it's doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, from what I remember of this, it's like...
I think, realistically, the biggest issue is that it loses 4 caster levels, and if you're changing forms, you're typically doing that to actually fight in a given form, usually. And this also has a bad base attack bonus to go along with a caster's bad base attack bonus.
Let's see. Gains +2 competence bonus on attack rolls, which goes to a 4, which goes to a 6. So is that. Manifest senses, gain all the senses, effortless change. Who cares about still and silent spell? Shape changer. Can remain in assumed form indefinitely when you cast Ultra Snow. The exact like all self-saturation is permanent, which is cute, but that's more on the flavorful side.
But it's Ultra Self, so it's not any crazy forms.
Yeah.
Reflective change is cute. Be like, oh, I need to boost my AC, or I need to make my change to something that has an immunity or resistance.
Yeah. Manifest qualities was pretty significant.
Let's you get all the extraordinary special qualities.
Yeah.
Like, let's say, troll regeneration, spell resistance, etc.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Oh, it is definitely cute, but
I don't know if it's good, but it's cute.
I don't know. Here's a question: will it be effective? Yeah, probably, and will it be fun to play this? As long as you can wrap your head around it, that's the biggest issue.
Like how good it's going to be is ultimately also a system mastery thing.
Oh, and it is absolutely there.
What books you have available to, because this is basically the same issue you can have with Summoner, except even more so because your choices are much more permanent than just I summon whatever I need for a given fight. It is I want to make sure I cover as much as my probably defensive basis is based on what I can change into. So I want access to literally every monster book possible.
Probably, yeah, but even if you're
clutch together the best combination of abilities.
Yeah, kind of, but I mean, even just the base monster manual is fucking large with a ton of options, honestly. This doesn't quite suffer as much as some crap like that, because the base monster manual has a large ass variety of things. Yeah, it's more of a question of does let's see, it has extend okay, the polymorph spells are mostly okay, the Loom does more on your hit dice anyways. And practice spellcaster would make up for that, so you could just have full caster level. Technically.
I think realistically what you're going to want to do at a certain point in this class is change into a combat form of some sort with the polymorph spell, whatever.
Yeah.
And then cast Tensor's Transformation on yourself so you can actually fight. Which does want you to have maxed out caster level. Because the BAB becomes caster, or BAB is your caster level at that point.
Yeah. I mean, practice spellcaster will give you a full
would
level.
Make you flat, yeah.
Yeah.
Would give you the 4 levels back.
An issue. Yeah. Does your BAB matter, or do you just take on whatever the form has?
Your BAB matters. You don't get form BAB.
Okay.
You get all the physical stats, which can often make up for it. But your own BAB still applies.
Yeah. Yeah, you are right. This is a very heavy system mastery class. That is the because
as I'm thinking about where you can definitely do stuff with it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna want to look like most of your forms are probably going to be defensive because one of the biggest benefits is the fact that you can eventually reactively transform to whatever gets thrown at you. So you're going to want a handful of your 7 whatever forms you eventually end up getting, 5, 8 forms, whatever. 7 because it's 3 and then 1 for every odd level afterwards.
So 7.
Probably 5 of those are going to be defensive and maybe 1 or 2 primary attack forms, or try and find a good defensive forms that also have decent attacking forms.
Yeah.
Because you'll definitely want something attack focused, and then you'll definitely want a handful of defensive focused ones for different resistances, immunities, regen like Troll has, etc., etc. To be able to swap into as you need to reactively for what happens. So you'll spend a lot of time not at the table, digging through books every 2 levels.
Yep. Okay.
Actually, and potentially every level for swapping out a form on the even levels.
Yeah. Realistically, probably. Okay. Realistically,
as you get access to more stuff you can transform into.
If you're obsessive enough to do this class in the first place, you've probably already poured through for everything you could potentially change into, anyways. But
I mean,
in advance,
I wouldn't claim to have gone through 3 monster manual plus all the other random splat books monsters show up and to be able to make this class properly.
No,
I'll have a good idea of a starting point.
Class. Yeah. So I've started enough of these books that I'm going to have some ideas of starting points, but there's a lot to making this class.
But when you can eventually get all the extraordinary abilities, which are things you don't normally get with the polymorph spells, that opens up a whole new realm of stuff you wouldn't normally have access to. You have to look at now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having trouble with this one too.
Okay, so it definitely opens up a different way to play a caster.
Yeah.
So I think in that regards, despite the spellcasting hit, A-? Just an A?
I think just an A, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mindbender.
Yep, the Mindbender.
Yeah, alright, so we're looking at 5 levels caps in here.
Strike 1.
Alright, so let's see. 100 feet of telepathy. Half class level to bluff, diplomacy, intimidate, sets motives. That's cute.
I mean, okay, so the primary thing this does is that level 10 gets a permanent dominate.
Yes.
A permanent dominate with a max DC, effectively. It's 19 plus casting stat. It is effectively a 9th level dominate with a permanent, which they can make a permanent duration. They also just get that every single day, but they can make one of them permanent.
But I feel like the leadership feat would be a better way of doing that.
I mean, this gets you access to so many more things than the leadership feat gets you access to.
And that's true.
Yeah, this is literally any large or smaller creature can be permanently dominated by you.
Yeah. Duration is permanent.
This potentially takes away a big bad evil guy's lieutenant from them.
I mean, this potentially makes the big bad evil guy your pet.
Yeah. That too.
From what I remember of dominate.
Yeah, like if you force something to take an action against its nature, it gets a new saving throw.
Yeah.
And they won't follow obviously self-destructive orders, but like it's not hard to make an evil thing do like it's not hard to make a big monster, a stompy monster, go big stompy. That's not really outside of their normal actions.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll give you that is cute. Is it worth losing 5 caster levels for the rest of this?
Sorry, the image that just came in my head. Scorpion, sting that frog! My time has come.
I didn't want to do it, but
And is it worth 5 level loss? Probably not. It's cute though. You also get the eternal charm. You can charm multiple creatures, which are also permanent and not broken by dispel magic. You actually have to use a break enchantment to break the charms.
That's cute, at least, especially since that kind of counteracts the biggest problem with charms is it fading or wearing off.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you're just permanently charmed. Like up to 4 creatures eventually. You get extra bonuses on enchantment spells.
Which
spell level increase on enchantment spells.
Yeah. Which is cute, except for the fact that you're losing 5.
Also losing 5 levels.
So it's just kind of partially canceling that out. Granted, you got a practice spellcaster, so it comes out net positive, I guess.
Yeah, you lose, like, you'll never get 8th or 9th level spells doing this class.
No.
Actually, no, you'll never get 9th level spells. You'll get 8th level spells. Assuming you don't lose spell level anywhere. So you'll get 8th. You got to level 15. Is it great? Probably not. Is it cute? Yes.
I think cute gets it a C+. Maybe. Is C even high?
It really depends on what you can get away with the Dominate. Like, at least the Dominate has an actual DC.
Yeah.
It's equivalent of a 9th level spell DC. And permanently dominating something is like, it varies greatly depending on what your DM will let you get away with.
Kinda, yeah. Well, honestly, what your DM will let you get away with is what is kind of based on whatever he throws at you in a fight. Honestly. Yeah. So, I mean, you find a bunch of God. This class cries when you start fucking if you're doing a bunch of undead and constructs. I'm not even sure what you do.
If you know you're going to fight a bunch of undead and construct, you go somewhere else first to get a monster.
Yeah, true enough. Alright, let's go to that swamp over there and find a troll.
Literally, what I would do if I was doing this class is use a couple of my permanent charms to have things I would want to have dominated as a charmed. So I can go there and dominate them if I need a particular creature.
I mean, Charm just makes it friendly to you, from what I remember. It's not like a full-on... Like, they're still going to go about their normal life. It's just, have a better disposition towards you.
Just makes you a trusted thing.
Yeah.
But then you also get a pretty big bonus on basically all the social skills. You get half class level on the social skills as well. So you could then like charm things like monsters, and then talk them into like, hey, hang out here for a while.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's kind of like your DM will let you get away with.
Essentially, yes. Yeah, it's not bad if you're playing, well, especially if you're playing a less combat-oriented campaign. If you're doing something more intrigue-based. I still don't think it's rises above C, though.
That's fair. Neither do I, actually.
Yeah, I'll give it a C+, honestly. Alright. Seeker of the Song.
A bard class.
Yeah, bard class. This is the much more music-based one. Because it's now more spellcasting.
You get insight bonus on AC and saving throws when you use stuff, and then eventually DR2 and a freedom movement.
Yeah, whenever you're using bardic music. Yeah, whenever you use your bardic music or similar ability. Not while using, whenever you use it. For the duration of...
Forever!
Just gonna assume while you're actually playing fucking something. Okay, if I remember, this was a really fucking neat way of playing a class. Or playing a bard.
Okay, so secret music follows the same rules as bardic music. Each secret magic costs 1 to use bardic music. They stack with bard levels for how many uses you get. Some of them have secondary effects called a refrain. In a round which you concentrate on a secret music effect and expend another bardic music, you can activate the refrain.
Yeah, so essentially
using your veins as swift actions. Usual or original effect does not end. You can make the song and use the refrain simultaneously.
Yeah.
So you start with Burning Melody,
which notably means you can put up the song itself and then do the refrain in the same round. Because it's just concentrating on as a swift action.
I
think.
Oh, using a refrain is a swift action.
Yeah.
And you need to concentrate on a effect, which means I think you can't use it till the second round. That's up.
Yeah, okay. That's, yeah.
Because you need to produce the effect, keep it active, and then use the refrain.
Yeah.
You gain resistance to fire. The refrain is a 66 damage, 30-foot cone.
Yep, which reflex save
the
of...
DC of which is 10 plus ranks in perform skill.
Yeah. Which will be high.
Well, it's going to be at least 14 when you take this, because you don't get this ability unless you have 14 ranks. So
yeah. It's basically your class level plus 3.
You get Song of Unmaking, Fortitude Save, to deal some amount of damage to constructs. I can't see what that says because it's...
1d8 points of damage per secret level to all constructs within 30 feet. No save.
No save.
No save.
That one doesn't have a refrain. Is its effect?
No. Yeah, that is just the effect.
Song of Frozen Loss.
That's cold resistance.
Cold resistance. A cold line 10d6.
Yep.
Which also fatigues.
Fortitude Seek to half the damage and negate the fatigue.
Yeah. Song of Life. Immune to poison and disease. Refrain heals up a form check amount of damage with the touch. Which uses your standard action as well to do the touch. Resistance to electricity. Do a ray. A short range ray, it's only 20 feet. Touch attack, 10d6 electricity damage to creature it hits. It's a chain lightning.
Yeah.
You can chain it. Each secondary require has range touch attack and deals half as much as the initial ray. Can create one secondary ray for each 3 levels you have. The Hymn of Spell Death. Could you hear concentration check? Any creature that can hear you perform needs to make a concentration check in order to cast a spell. If the concentration check fails, the spell is lost and has no effect. But it is mind affecting. Stuff me into mind affecting won't care. Its refrain is a Dispel Magic.
Which is neat at the very least.
Yep. Battles of Agony Reborn. Resistance to Acid. And Refrain is a ray that does 60-foot ray that does 10d6 acid damage and another 10d6 acid damage around later.
Yeah, so it's effectively 20d6.
26. The Aria of Everywhere. Instantly teleport yourself. 25 plus 5 feet per level. Otherwise functions as a dimension door, but you can't bring anyone else along.
Yeah.
Doesn't have an aria. Or doesn't have a refrain.
No.
Dirge of Song Death. When you sing the song, everyone who can hear you gains resistance to sonic. Its refrain is other creatures within 30 feet cannot use bardic music, secret music, or other similar abilities.
Well, there are refrains after that, but that's part of it.
That's still just part of it. Yeah, that's the refrain is a ray of sonic energy that does 15d6 sonic damage.
Yeah.
That's the Note of Solitude as the level 10 ability. No.
Yeah. On reaching 10th level, do you have enough ranks to perform, which you will, I hope. That's right.
That's weird, though. That's Note of Solitude. According to the class block, the level 10 thing should be Hymn of Revealing. Which is an ability that doesn't exist.
Correct.
It's an ability. Hymn of Revealing.
It should also be noted that Hymn of Revealing is a better ability than Note of Solitude, in spite not existing.
Your level 10 capstone. Extra player creatures within 60 feet have to make a Wisdom saving throw, or they're banished, sent back to their homeland.
Yeah.
That it's what? Why?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Extra planar creatures have to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 10 plus your rank. So it's going to be DC. That's your capstone. So it's going to be DC 33. Creatures affected by this ability get a bonus on the saving throws equal to their hit dice.
Yes. They're not failing this.
No.
As I said, the ability that doesn't exist is better than this ability.
Any creature that fails saving throw is banished, but obviously anything that's an actual threat is not going to be banished because you gave them a stupidly large bonus to their will save. They can always roll a 1, I guess.
Realistically, you're getting Rapture of the Song, freedom of movement. You get freedom of movement at this level for just performing.
Yes, you do get freedom of movement on this level.
So it's not like you are actually taking your 10th level. It's just Hymn of Revealing not Hymn of Revealing, sorry. Note of Solitude will never be played, much like Hymn of Revealing. Yeah. There's also a couple of class features that got mixed in here, because, let's see, second level...
Hymn of Revealing revealed that the 10th level capstone doesn't fit.
Yeah. So second level, you can actually have 2 things going at once. Either You maintain concentration with a single standard action for both of them. 5th level, get new as a... Oh yeah, you can get new stuff as a swift action.
You can start a second one as a swift action. You do have to have one active.
Yeah. Which means that you, in the first round, you can just activate 2 things effectively.
Yep. Yeah, it's cute. A lot of the abilities are perfectly fine.
Yeah, it is. Quintessentially, it's a very weird blaster bard, effectively.
Yeah, it gets some cute. I get a cone, I get a ray, I get a disintegrate, I get your acid thing. It gives you cute ways to use your bardic music's abilities to do damage.
Yeah.
And we'll say the actual capstone is the freedom movement thing, so that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Because the other level 10 spell song is trash.
Yes, it is. Note of Solitude, for some reason, decided to make itself not work. Alright, we're gonna give you... They have to make a will save, but they also get to add a fucking crap ton to the will save.
Like, you're level 20, because you have to be level 20 to do it.
Yes. You have to be level 20 to do it, so its DC is 33. Practically anything is adding, okay, let's say it's a fodder fight, and they're adding 16 hit dice plus whatever their actual will save will be.
So the very first devil I pulled up, the Barb Devil, which is CR 11, has 12 hit dice. And a will save of 12. So it has a 24 on that save of a DC 33. A CR 11 thing is passing more than half the time.
Yeah. And you're not worrying about a CR 11 thing pretty much period as a level 20 character. No.
So the actual thing you'd be fighting, a Pit Fiend, has a plus 21 will save and 18 hit dice. So it has to roll anything but a 1.
Yeah. Now in fairness, that would be more on... that wouldn't be like the swarmy fodder, but you're probably looking at something more like a 15 or 16 DC.
Right, where's Ice Devil? They're 13. They have a 15 will save. They're CR 13. They have a 15 will save and 14 hit dice. They have a 29 on that check.
Yeah.
They need a 4.
They need a 4, yeah. And they're probably a bit under on CR for a swarm encounter for level 20, so yeah.
Horned Devils, which are CR 16. So you could reasonably see a couple of them in a fight.
Yeah.
They have a plus 15 and 15 hit dice. They fail on a 2.
10% chance. All right.
So I guess you can make the argument that if
there's 20 of these in a fight, it might be worth using this.
Your devil decides to summon other devils and doesn't just do the biggest thing it can do. Then, sure, you might get some of the weakest ones. Be like a CR8 Erinyes has a base 10 and a plus 9 or 9 hit dice. So it's working with a 19. That's still not the worst failure chance for something that's CR8.
Yeah.
How well does... let's see. You have 15d6 sonic damage. I think that's the best you're doing for...
15d6 sonic damage on a ray is nice.
Yeah.
I mean, being able to do D8 plus or D8 per class level guaranteed to constructs is cute.
Yeah,
that was a nice little AoE.
Yeah. Constructs don't have the base of hit points in the first place, you know?
You also have the fallback of if your extra refrain effects aren't useful, you still just have all the regular bard songs. So you still can just do, Inspire Courage.
Yeah, you can still do Inspire Courage. I think it stops, the bonus stops scaling, but you still have it anyways.
Yeah, you still have, you won't get all the way to a plus 5 or whatever it caps out, plus 4, plus 5, but you still get some benefit out of it.
Yeah.
And a lot of devils do have various ways to do typically fire damage, not uncommon. So you can just put up like the fire resistance song. Like you can still be a benefit to your party.
Yeah. You can put up the fire resistance song and then like the ones actually deal damage, like the
or like, oh hey, there's an ice devil, put up the ice devil or the ice resistance song.
Yeah.
It's a pit fiend. I know they're going to do fire damage. We'll put up the fire resistance song.
Yeah.
So you're still getting, even if you're not doing the attacky refrains, you're still getting benefit out of the other songs as well.
And you're probably doing an attacky refrain of one sort or another, because I think that's what else are you doing with this class.
I mean, it's a good chance you'll be doing like the sonic damage one, because none of the demons or devils resist sonic.
If you're fighting devils specifically, there's that or the electricity one, because they don't technically resist electricity.
Yeah, you could do the electricity. You could do the chain lightning if you had multiple targets.
Yeah,
beneficial.
Yeah. So what do we give this one?
It's at least a B. It's not bad. Like you do lose entire spell casting for Bard, but it gives you interesting alternatives.
Yeah.
I think realistically the biggest issue this one's going to have is uses of bardic music when it is using them as its primary like combat form.
The feat gives you like 4 extra per, technically, but
it does. But you're basically using a lot more than a standard bard is, because you're using them to activate songs than every time you activate a refrain.
I'm actually just trying to figure out what else you're actually using your feats for. Because yeah, you are blowing through a decent chunk of them. It's also kind of depend on
like especially if you're also keeping
style.
up like 2 songs at a time. Because then you're paying for both songs, then you're paying to do refrains on top of that.
Yeah. Well, you're not paying 3 around. You're just paying for the initial activation.
Well, you're paying for the 2 initial activations, then you're paying for every refrain.
Yeah.
If you need to swap songs in the middle to do something else because you want a different refrain effect or you want some other benefit, then you're also paying for those.
Yeah.
Like realistically, you're spending like 2 on the first round to get 2 songs up,
and then probably 1 every round past
like
that.
1 every round for a refrain.
Yeah.
So you are guaranteed spending 1. You're effectively spending 1 every single round of combat that you're in. So depending how much fighting you do, you could blow through all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely want extra bardic music and probably a few instances of that, because you can take it more than once.
Yeah.
And
like they're still doing other things as well, because the refrains are all standard actions. Or the refrains are all swift actions, so you're still doing whatever else you're doing on a turn.
Not much, because you have to concentrate, and concentrate is a standard action. You might... I don't remember whether you can or not, but there might be a spell that lets you switch the concentration to a move action. But I might be remembering that wrong when it comes to bard spells. I only have 1 quick.
Like I think it gets cute abilities, but I think it's not as strong as base bard. Probably
not.
Just because losing.
It's not
10 levels of spellcasting.
It's not from losing to 10 levels of spellcasting, especially...
And not the progression of your regular bard songs. Like your Inspire Courage is going to be weaker.
Technically true, but not really that important. It's a completely different way to play, basically.
It is a completely different way to play. I think from that standpoint, just throw it into B.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a +2 for...
At least doing something different.
Yeah. It's a good amount of creativity on it. Alright! Subline Chord! With your bard, but 9 levels of casting. And you get Sorcerer List.
Okay. Sure. Why am I not just a sorcerer?
That was the question, yes. Why are you not just a sorcerer?
Song of Arcane Power. You get some small cast level increases based on the perform check result. Song of Timelessness. That will say frozen in time. Can't be affected by anything for a while, then it comes back to normal. Song of Cosmic Fire.
2 uses.
Fire damage equal to perform result with a save.
Yeah, it's a scaling save. It's Basically. Is this a level 10 ability? Yes. 20 plus charisma modifier. Fucking
Yep.
Don't make me add the class level. It's already fucking maxed out.
But it's just like it's a line that does. Oh no, it's a spread. Sorry.
Yeah, it's 20-foot spread.
It's a fireball.
It's a fireball. Yes. It's 2 uses. It's a supernatural fireball. I don't know. It's. I mean, yeah, that's a fucking weird ass. Or it's kind of.
It's a 10th level capstone that uses 2 uses of bardic music to do it's a fireball.
It's a 20th level ability. That's. It's a 20th level ability that does basically a fireball. Yes.
That does a fireball with a higher DC.
Yeah.
Why am I not just sorcerer? It's literally my actual question here.
I mean, it's good in the sense that it is just fucking sorcerer with extra steps, but you get the bardic music stuff. Song of Arcane Power. That's the reason why you're not just sorcerer. That's why it's fucking.
Oh, it's not. It's 4 caster level at best. Who the fuck cares? So, Song of Arcane Power is make a spellcraft check and get at best 4 caster level.
Okay, realistically, it's get 4 caster level. If you're going the effort to get into this class, you have ripped that check into the sky already.
Like 4 caster level ain't making or breaking this compared to the spell slots I'd get from being a sorcerer, and then just going into actual caster prestige classes instead of this.
Let's see. Outside of that, you have the Bard spell list too, technically.
Which stops at 6.
Correct, it does stop at 6, but it does have unique stuff, technically.
It does. But you know what else has unique stuff compared to a bard? The full sorcerer spell list. Which I would get for all 20 of my levels, not just the 10 levels I take in this class.
You can cast in light armor.
So can the battle sorcerer.
Technically correct. I can't call this bad. It isn't strictly worse than sorcerer because it's still sorcerer.
It is strictly worse than sorcerer, but let's be clear here. It is strictly worse than sorcerer.
No, it's worse than sorcerer that takes prestige classes. I wanted to play a bard for my first 10 levels, but then wanted to switch to a sorcerer.
Does it keep getting bardic music progression?
At half pace, but yes.
Okay, so end up at 15 bard equivalent.
Yeah, I'd have 15 uses of bardic music.
You get extra bardic music uses. You don't get any other bardic progression.
No. You'll still have it, Inspire Courage. There's a level 1 spell that increases it by 1, so if I can click on the class, your 10th level, so you'll have an Inspire Courage that's like a +3, realistically.
If I'm also spelling a spell to make it a +3, not a +2, or is that just
it's a level 1. It's a level 1 spell.
Yeah, but that could be precious magic missiles or something. I don't know.
It's a level 1 swift action spell. It's not even fucking. At a certain point, you have like 14 level 1 spells or something. I had to fucking. I mean, this is actually a hard one just based on you're also more of a skill monkey, I guess. That's the other thing about it.
You do have more skills, I'll give you that. Which you need to be spending to get into this class to begin with.
Yeah. I mean, you just have a better.
Also requires profession astrologer for some reason.
Yeah, I don't get that one either. And Bard itself has like 6+ int. This has 4+ int, but it also has a much bigger skill list than Sorcerer does.
Yeah. I have to judge it mostly on the fact that it gives you 9th level spellcasting progression, because Song of Timelessness is cute but not really all that useful, and Song of Cosmic Fire is a capstone lets me spend 2 bark uses to do a fireball.
Okay. The capstone is effectively the high-level equivalent of a magic missile. But sometimes you just need that extra bit of damage. And not everything is fire immune at high levels.
No, but if not fire immune, I could also just cast a fireball.
I don't know, you didn't want to use a level 3 spell slot or something.
I mean, if we're talking about a level 20 character,
listen,
that's what I have to be to use Cosmic Fire, basically. to be able to throw a fireball. You know what else I could do? I can just cast a fireball and use a Rod of Meta Magic to do more damage.
Yes, but that uses a different resource and not bardic music.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'm also not probably using Song of Cosmic Fire at any point. I don't know what to rate this one because it offends me.
I think you're underrating the Song of Arcane Power, though. Adding 4 caster level at least does something. It's good for overcoming spell resistance as well.
Yeah, but there are spells for that.
There are, but... There's a Song of Arcane Power for that.
Yeah, but there's spells that give me like plus 10.
This might be adding like 46 damage dice or something as well, depending on what you're casting. Or 48 if you're casting an orb.
I mean, probably not, because those spells are typically capped by this point already anyways.
I think the cap is like 15, isn't it?
Then at best they're adding plus 3.
No,
because I'm already level 12.
No, that's true. You have to be 12 to get that, and I'm 11. I mean, regardless of how much it offends you, it's like, that's an option for saying to Bard to go into, rather than just like whether or not. Why didn't I just do Sorcerer? But that's a different question.
It's an option for something to Bard to go into. I'm not arguing that it's not an option for something to Bard to go into. I'm just not sure why, if your goal was to go into this, why you aren't just playing a Sorcerer. I want to be a bad Sorcerer, please.
No, I want to be a bad Sorcerer that also has mediocre Bard. It's not even a bad Sorcerer. It's like a mediocre Sorcerer with mediocre Bard.
It's a mediocre Sorcerer with a mediocre Bard attached to it.
So you get 9 levels of casting. I can't actually say it's a bad Sorcerer.
No, I mean, it gets access to 9th level spells. It's not bad. It doesn't get access to as many of them as a Sorcerer gets.
No.
Yeah, because you're taking this, you can't get any of the other prestige classes that would benefit spellcasting in some line because you're doing this instead. We can't really fault something for not. We can't fault something for not going into a particular prestige class.
No,
because again, then we have to base everything against why would you go into this as opposed to an S rank, or one of the top tier classes. I don't know. Fucking.
Oh,
what?
That's stupid. Now that I think about it, you don't really gain much for levels past a certain point here, do you? So you could go into this class for a little bit, then just go into Archmage.
Why?
You could. So you don't get Song of Cosmic Fire. Instead get Archmage abilities.
For your Bard spells?
No, you advance this class. It's an arcane spellcasting class on its own. You can just advance this prestige class with your arcane or with your Archmage levels. You can't just advance its spellcasting.
I don't know if you can or not, though.
Yeah, it's +1 to an existing arcane casting class. This is an existing arcane casting class.
Except this doesn't actually get levels of itself. It gives its levels to other classes.
No, it doesn't. This actually has levels. This is a casting class by itself. Strangely enough, yeah, cast small number of arcane spells, all 4th level or higher. It is its own casting class. It cheats around things because it basically adds its bard level to everything and vice versa, but it is its own arcane casting class.
That's weird. Yeah, I guess that's technically correct.
So you can't go in.
Kind of correct.
So you can't go into this and then go into a different prestige class that adds some casting. I mean, I'm not going to argue it's not dumb, but on the other hand, what you lose from going into a prestige class here is Song of Timelessness and Song of Cosmic Fire, so who cares?
Yeah.
Like, easily the best class feature you actually get here is Song of Arcane Power. Which just scales with your ranks and perform, and you can just keep putting ranks and perform. Assuming you're not already doing DC 30 perform checks when you get into this class. I don't know, B-.
Yeah, just put whatever you want there. I'm done with this one.
We'll just go B- just so we can move on. Okay. Suel Arcanamach, I think you actually have experience with this one.
Do
Possibly. I don't know.
Agent Solos.
Yeah.
Weapon proficiencies. Gets his own spell list. Let's see. Ignore spell failure chance, eventually getting up to 20%, which is cute. Dispelling Strike.
Yeah. Its spell list is Abjuration, Divination, Illusion, Transmutation spells from the Sorcerer Wizard list.
Add 6 to the DC to dispel their spells. Second level Howard can do a Spelling Strike. Does a target agree to dispel magic of 20 plus class level plus 6. You eventually get 3 times per day. Extend the duration of spells you cast on yourself. Extend spell. That's it. That's all of its features.
Yeah. Can pretty easily wear armor. Realistically, does not actually need a casting class to go into this at all.
No, it has no. It has no casting prerequisite to get into.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's to make a Gish because.
Yeah.
You need BA/B6. Really, it's the only thing that's like you're picking up combat casting before you get into this for eventually getting into this.
Yeah.
Iron Will's not a terrible feat to get. If you're doing something like a fighter, you get all the martial weapon proficiency requirements you need. You'd also have the bonus feats to make up for having to take combat casting in Iron Will. And the skill requirements are low and fine. Like lower than the BAB requirement would even be. So
yeah.
Medium attack bonus, but good reflex and will saves, which is nice. It's perfectly fine if you want to do like a Spellblade type thing. Just going into fighter into this.
Let's see. You have Abjuration, Divination, Illusion, and Transmutation School. So
Transmutation is a solid school. You're not a blastcaster at all.
No,
but transmutations are perfectly fine school. It's one of the big three.
Yeah.
So you get access to a lot of the buffs and whatnot in it, which makes sense. You also have Abjuration, which is most of the defensive stuff is in Abjuration. So you basically just get spell support on like a fighter type.
Yeah, and Divination is all the side spells, so those are useful.
Yeah. Charisma based is really the biggest thing if you're adding another stat onto a fighter effectively.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you're not going to be terribly worried about DCs for most of your spells, so at best you're going to need a 15 charisma.
Yeah, so you can just
which
cast
is not
everything.
bad. You can easily just make that up as like an item if you have to. It's probably perfectly fine. Like a B at least.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Okay.
Well, it's a 3-level class, which still loses the level
spellcasting,
which doesn't help it. This is just better F.
Yeah. Okay, good. Right, moving on.
Just better teleporting and you lose a spell level.
Yes. Slightly better you also get like a teleport once per day, which is not what fucking spell level. Yeah.
The vitriol.
I like easy ones.
Yes. I don't care if it's an easy A, an easy F. It's easy.
It's just like, no, this is bad. Move on.
Yep.
Okay, Wild Mages. Wild Mage. Okay.
Yeah, this is Wild Mage.
Well, there's a table there.
Yes, that's the Rod of Wonder table, because that's what they fucking do.
Yeah. So yeah, basic stuff. You reduce your caster level by three for all spells you cast. But you do add a d6 to all spells you cast caster level. So realistically, you're somewhere between -2 plus 4.
Yes.
Which is spell you cast caster level.
Yeah, it's slightly in your favor.
Yeah, it is in your favor. Or -2 plus 3. Yeah. So you are more likely to get a beneficial effect than anything, and then you're only 2/3 likely to get a detrimental as opposed to a neutral. Random deflector, protect yourself. You do get full spell casting progressions. You're not losing anything going into this class.
Yeah.
Technical stuff in immediate action.
Redirects
range attacks, range touch attacks, individually targeted spells use the sole target, but not AoEs. So they instead attack or affect a random target within 20 feet of the Wild Mage. Includes yourself and your allies, so you can actually still get affected by it.
Yes.
Among possible targets. Any creature targeted by deflected attack is attacked normally, so the attack rolls made against their AC, saves, etc., etc. Use it 3 times per day eventually. It's funny. It's Wild Mage, so...
Yes, Wild Mage inherently.
The more enemies you have around you, the better.
Yeah.
The fewer allies you have around you, the better. Whenever the third level hard, use a magic item with a randomly determined effect, you can roll twice and pick which result you want. It's only once to determine the nature of it.
Immunity to confusion and insanity. And shielded by continuous non-detection. Or whatever that matters.
Standard action, you can eliminate a prepared spell or spell slot of first level to create an effect similar to activating a Rod of Wonder.
Student of Chaos applies to this, so you roll twice.
Applies here, so you roll twice and pick the result you want. And then Wild Strike, a Wild Mage gets the ability to make a Wild Strike once per day. Affects a single creature within 60 feet. Outlining them in shimmering rainbow colors for 2d6 rounds. Spell resistance applies, but they get no saving throw. They have a 50% chance each time to be affected by the 50% chance each time the affected creature casts a spell or uses a spell-like ability that the intended action fails, and then you activate Rod of Wonder. Rod of Wonder table, which you have over there, goes all the way from Who Cares effects to summon various animals, to making Sinking Cloud, to Rainfall, to Slow, Flesh to Stone.
There's a 2% chance on that one, but yeah.
Changes your color.
Okay, so...
various gems rain down, leaves grow out of you.
Right, so get to level 9, just blow all of your level 1 spell slots on fucking random ass Rod of Wonder.
You could for funsies.
Yeah.
I mean, it has full casting progression, so it's not bad.
Yeah.
You're not losing anything. You need a meta magic feat, and only first level arcane caster, so you can get into it. You can get into it level 2. Well, you need 2 feats.
No, you need spellcraft 8 ranks, so it's 6th.
That's spellcraft 8 ranks. I
yeah.
quickly read and thought it was 4 like the other 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get into level 5 or level 6.
Yeah. So standard issue for most
standard
classes.
Stuff. It just has low other prerequisites.
Yeah.
I mean the Rod of Wonder effect is cute.
Yes.
Wild Strike is great for messing with the spellcaster because it just affects them and they have a 50% failure on any spells they try and cast.
Yeah. Honestly, that's just it. Like Reckless Duelmar and Wild Strike are the probably 2 best features in this class.
Are the big ones. Random Deflector is also, while it is random, it is, depending how many things around you, a great chance to not be affected yourself by various effects.
This is true. It is situational, but it's good when it works.
It's good when it works. I mean, even if you get into a perfect situation where you end up turning something against yourself into a 50-50, it's still an advantage.
Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, it's fine. The spell Wild Strike is just good for anti-caster, and the Gnomer, if nothing else, is a great Reckless Gnomer. Gnomer is a great way to just waste first level spell slots.
Yeah,
especially when you're going to roll twice and pick the result you want. There are things that are legitimately good on there.
Yeah,
like it is definitely random. Sometimes you're just going to make a stream of butterflies to do jack all, or blind people in an area, but or like make it rain. But sometimes you're going to turn someone to stone, or slow someone, etc., etc. And it's a cute, fun ability. So definitely at least a B because you're not losing anything. I made B plus. I don't think it's not really A. None of these abilities
no,
are
it
taken
isn't,
into a new
yeah.
realm.
Yeah,
but
go
it's
with B plus. Yeah. All right. B plus 0.
Plus 0.
All right. Okay, did not break anything there. Ah, nice to sink C.
Yep.
Yep. I think that puts it probably the highest. Just barely the highest of all the complete books. Not into Frostburn or Libris Mortis's strange ass territory. I mean, we have 7 prestige classes. Right.
Yeah. When you have 7 prestige classes and none of them are complete crap, it does help make him a good average.
No, there was precisely one that was complete crap. There was also an S. So
yeah, but it's balanced out by having a good class.
Yeah.
And everything else being fine.
Yeah. Right. So that puts it 3rd from top and best of those ones. Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad at all. Right. Now we'll wonder. But in the next book, beat our champion. I have no fucking idea of whether it will or not because it's Races of Destiny.
Probably not.
Let's see, how far up are we from Sandstorm? I need to see how well it competes against Frostburn.
Let's see. After Destiny, it would be Adventure, Wild, then Sandstorm.
I may or may not be biased when we get to that book.
You might not have to be, but I'm not positive on that.
Frostburn actually ended up having a high score, so despite having a god-awful mounted class.
It has a god-awful mounted class. That helped that the Primeval was a good one, legitimately. It had several. Yeah, it had several good casting classes as well. I will say the quality of prestige classes is not necessarily the reflection of the quality of the books.
No, but I do have a vested
interest in
pushing Frostborn or pushing Sandstorm over Frostborn.
Yeah. Okay, this took us way longer than it usually does, and I completely blame Subline Chord for it.
Subline Chord didn't help.
that was a staring contest of what the fuck do we even do with this class?
Subline Chord didn't help. The Seeker one also just had a lot of
took time.
To go through. It was like 10 songs with also half them having refrains.
Yeah.
The Bard Prestige classes for some reason did us in.
Yeah. I think our brains just broke on them both. It's like, what the fuck does this even rate as?
Like, why are you not just being a sorcerer? I don't understand.
I can't say this is strictly worse than being straight sorcerer. But
I can't.
Sorry, I can't say it's
strictly worse than being straight sorcerer.
Okay. I can't say it's strictly worse than taking levels in sorcerer if you're a bard.
Well, I mean, yes, it would be worse than taking levels in sorcerer and a bard. It doesn't give you any benefit.
Actually, I could see taking a couple levels in that and then going off into a bard prestige class, but using that bard prestige class to advance your casting and Sublime Chord. Now that I think about it, which I think does at least justify its rating a bit more, because you can get better spell casting as a bard prestige class.
I don't want to increase Subline Chord's rating due to odd fluke.
Is it a fluke or is it intentional design?
Oh God, it's a fluke. You know it is.
But it's technically correct.
The D&D designers did not have the foresight to recognize that as a potential.
I mean, you're not wrong, but it's not even foresight. That's literally built. I can find a bard prestige class probably from a previous book that wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah. In any case, that is like an hour past fucking normal stop time.
Oh, yeah.
So join us on Sunday for more Super Robot Wars 30, where we get much closer to the end. Really just an endgame content at this point. Join us on Monday for more Digimon stories, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, where we're also getting closer to the end on that, really.
Yep.
And join us back here on Thursday for more D&D in Hindsight, where we will be going over... What is that book? Oh, yes, that book. We'll be going over Complete Champion.
Right.
Yep. The final complete book. We will have completed the completes. Completely. Right. Until then, everyone, I'm Vincent.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Shiv.
I've been Hunter Grain.
And I'm Vincent. And, okay, so if we have a high enough perform skill, we can have Hindsight. That's 2020.
Also, remember to catch Lance of the Sky Lances Saturdays on NBC.
Indeed. Also, I have no idea what to rate that class. That gives me a Hindsight of 2020.